Roll it on the floor, yeah, those being dirt before the first one.
Right guys, this is right after week 3 SBD. I'm sitting in the rain, or it's raining slightly, so go over it quickly instead of having to do the voiceover afterwards. I think I will quickly go over the SBD day in total. So coming in, felt a bit but nevertheless squats felt quite good. Took my time on warm-up. One thing I saw now also in the past few weeks is that I'm getting better, or the top sets usually feel better the more I warm up specifically, meaning I still do my unspecific warm-up routine, my squat sits with the 10 kilo plate. I'll go on usually on the assault bike. I will have some amount of stretching, warm up my hamstrings and so on, but then also doing a couple of sets with 70 kilos, couple of sets with 120, just allows me to be warmed up specifically, and at least gives me the feeling that I can better do the top sets then. Second thing I believe that is worth mentioning is that squats in general have been feeling very well also the last few blocks, and I've made tremendous progress, but I have been also staying in the pocket, and in this block I have left the very conservative start, I want to say, and have upped the RPE slightly, so squats have been a tiny bit heavier, not that much, but a tiny bit. So far so good, so we will see how week 4 feels. Overall, I have to say I really love the new structure. So the new structure meaning I only train 4 times a week now instead of 5 before. Works out very well. I feel more rested when I come into this day, although when I look at my watch I trained for more than 3 hours now, so it's quite a bit of training. Primary bench, interesting structure. Have not yet trained with a single and then doing a set of 4. So basically the single is usually at a lighter RPE than my set of 4 that goes after. So I guess the intention is to pre-activate my nervous system, prime me, and then also get a heavy set of force out of me. I have to say it works well if I have my superfood with me, because I usually get to bench after like 1 hour, 1 hour 20. So it takes me like the 60 to 80 minutes to squat, sorry. But once I get to bench, I usually feel that I need some more fuel, and for this I usually have dates. I love my dates. Dates are great, help me really stay energized throughout the session. I'm not that big of a fan of like sweets, so this could be pretty easy for me. What I used to do is these like cereal bars. They also work pretty well, but overall bench felt also great today. I have to say on the 4th rep of my top set 4, not sure what happened there, but got out of position or hit the rack maybe. But overall they felt pretty easy, so I might go up 2.5 to 5 kilos next week, depending on how I feel. And then the very last thing, because it is really starting to rain a bit more, deadlifts. There's a lot going on deadlifts in terms of I need to really focus on pulling patiently off the floor. It is starting to click a bit, but I don't want to say I'm fully, I have my technique completely nailed, and that is really keeping me from going too heavy. Today I tried to go to the estimated or the adjacent RPE that was written. I have 2 sets, basically 2 top sets if you want to call it that way. They're ascending, so I usually have like a RPE 6-ish first set, which today I took 230, which was my last week's heaviest set. So took that one for today's lighter set, and it moved very well. And the 240, technically the first rep moved well, the second rep also moved well. Then I have to set up again, and then the 3rd rep I just felt like I was a bit gassed. But the good thing is, or at least I think it is quite good. Let's see what the coach says, but the good thing was the patience off the floor. I feel like the mission or the focus to stay very patient off the floor, really pull out the slack and keep the hips anchored, and then start rotating, and while rotating around the hips, staying at the same angle and on parallel, basically accelerating up, works quite well. Lockout power is still there, and yeah, my back right now feels pretty cooked though, not gonna lie. Also fully depleted, so really important, or an important lesson. I believe the first week I trained without food and I felt a bit meh, but obviously during your week 1 the weights are all pretty easy. But the second week I luckily had my dates with me, and it really felt good last week. So this week felt, yeah, noticeably worse, just due to the fact that I didn't have my dates with me. So that's it, guys. I think that's all from this week's training. Pretty happy. Looking forward to see what week 4 holds, and the grind continues, because the mission is on to have a 300 kg deadlift opener. That is the main focus right now. Peace.